Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, Hi guys, welcome again back to my YouTube channel. You are most welcome and I'm so happy to have you guys back again. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. Okay. If you're joining me for the second time, welcome. Please note that you are not allowed to go anywhere anymore. You are here, you are stuck here, you are part of the family, and you ain't going nowhere, honey. Okay, so welcome back, and I'm so happy, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. There's something I want us to talk about, okay, honeys? Subscription. Okay, let's subscribe. Okay, guys, like if you subscribe, that is the change of the world. Okay, you have made a difference. So please, guys, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, guys, you're more than welcome. All right, before I move on, I just want to talk about this importance of subscribing. Guys, please subscribe. Okay, that's the only way to grow this channel. That's the only way to get like better content. That's the only way to basically improve everything that we're trying to build. So family, please subscribe, and I'll be more than appreciative of your efforts. It's just one button, one click. Okay, just click on the subscribe icon and you're done. It's not even that deep. Okay, so thank you guys so much once again. Today, I actually want to talk about a topic that's very close to my heart. I actually want to address the issue of healing, but more of a traditional healing. Okay, so traditional healing, traditional medicine versus allopathic. Now, when I say versus, I don't mean I'm comparing the one than the other. I'm just stating the importance of the one as opposed to the other, and why it's important to consider both when you are looking in terms of your health, maintaining your health, maintaining your vitality. Okay, so as you know, we are in Africa. Okay, you are an African child. If you're black, you're African. If you're black, you're African. Please take note of that. All right. It is so important to be cognizant of this, because if you believe in the fact that you live in an area, you are part of a land that is able to sustain your health, that has more than enough resources to take care of you, you have won half the battle. Okay, there's a lot of things that came with colonialism. Okay, there's a lot of things that came with the westernized culture. Okay, and it made us believe that our own practices were barbaric, and that our own practices weren't pure, that they were dirty, and that they were not part of the modern world. And I want to enlighten you today and tell you that there is nothing as beautiful than finding the beauty and the fulfillment of healing, but in the way that your ancestors, your forefathers, and all those before them found their healing. Okay? I mean, you may have all the money in the world, and you telling me, Uguti, you've never had to burn incense, impepo in our language, or you've never had to uklaba, or you've never had to do certain things, and you're successful today. But trust me, many of those people either aren't married, or there's something wrong going on in their marriage, or you find that your partner is cheating a lot, or there's just always a gap that just never allows the black child to be successful. And I would like to actually reiterate that I think that part of the reason is that we've kind of forgotten our ways. We've forgotten the ways of our forefathers. We've forgotten where we come from and who we are. Okay. And so how do you expect to be whole? How do you expect to be fulfilled? How do you expect your things to go well if you completely ignore that aspect of who you are? Okay, you can't just think that you're going to be part of a filtered generation and not take into consideration the fact that wako ain't right. The fact that you have illnesses and you do blood tests and you don't know what the cause is, but you're sitting with this illness and you've never even consulted a traditional healer or never even received traditional medicine. Why? And you're black. Do you know what I mean? I think it is so important as black people to be cognizant of the fact that we are of the soil and the soil is us. We are of our African roots and the African roots are us. And if you remove yourself from the soil and uproot yourself, how do you think you're going to grow and prosper? And how do you think your legacy and the legacy after the legacy you leave behind is going to be memorable? That's my thing. And I think, like, I remember I put up a status on, was it on Instagram or WhatsApp, where I said it's time that I said, if you're a black child, normalize having a traditional medicine cabinet. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, one or two black people, I don't care where in the country, in the world you are, whether you're in Australia, whether you where. If you're black, you will always need that black essence. You will always need the essence of where you come from to help you, to guide you, to make you feel fulfilled and whole, and to be in connection with your ancestors. You need that. Okay. And okay, that's besides the point. But when I put that status up, more than any other race, it was black people that were coming for me. They were like, traditional medicine from where? Traditional medicine what? What is that? Ha ha ha. Laughing at who you are. Laughing at who you are about. Laughing at the very essence of your well-being. And you're laughing at an opportunity to exhaust a channel of health, vitality in all aspects of your life that can literally set you apart from the rest and put you on the path thoroughly, beautifully, gracefully, and you are bound to succeed in almost every aspect of your life. Trust me, I know. I know because from my experience, when I was in church and I said so when you're in church, basically certain churches that you go to forbid you from klaba. They see that as a sin, and according to the Bible it's this. Each to their own, okay? I'm not saying that if you do that you're wrong. If it works for you, it works for you. But what I did find for me was that when I ignored that side of me, when I ignored the acknowledgement of my ancestors, when I ignored the acknowledgement of my culture, when I ignored who I am, where I'm from, things just weren't going very well for me, okay, in many aspects. Financially, health-wise, physically, mentally, even the way I think, it just was lost and was just hazy. But once you actually understand, realize, accept, acknowledge, and celebrate your cultures, your traditions, I promise you, watch your life unfold in ways you never thought it would. Watch fortunes that were meant for you come to life. Watch your relationships come into play. Watch solutions to problems that nobody seems to have problems to happen for you. Do you know what I mean? I think other races are aware of who they are, where they come from, they never forget their cultures and their traditions. So I don't know why us as black people feel that it's okay to just move with the tide, blow with the wind, and just be an identity you don't know. You know? We're so ashamed of who we are. We're so ashamed of our beautiful culture. We're so ashamed of our amazing and powerful traditions. You know, and I think it's one of the ways that colonialism made us powerless, made us divided, and just changed the way we lived as abantu, the essence of ubuntu. You know, man, it has compromised so many beautiful aspects of our origins, of our traditions. It's just messed everything up. Okay, and I just feel very passionately about this. And I look at allopathic medicine. Allopathic medicine is basically when you go to the pharmacy and the medicines you see on the shelf. And I look at them and I'm like, Panado, paracetamol, aspirin, all these things. That's all extracted from the medicine that is herbal. They literally go to, you know, the forest, the wildlife, they extract these herbs and then they just process them. But when they process them, they literally don't have the spiritual embodiment that healing is supposed to come with. You know, you just go there, you have a headache, you treat the cause, you treat the symptom, but you don't treat the root cause. You are suffering from depression and anxiety and bipolar and all these things, where if you could go and consult your traditional healer, you'll actually find that it's more than that, and you are catered for as a black person, you know. But they'll put you on all sorts of medications because you have bipolar, and you literally put on those medications for life. Let me tell you something. The pharmaceutical industry has I'll call them conspiracies, for the fact that, even though I don't believe they're conspiracies, I'll call them conspiracies because then I'm going to have to put up soundproof, and I don't want to implicate myself into a legal battle that I don't want to find myself into. But the pharmaceutical fraternity itself is so indicted with so many governances that just keep people in a perpetual cycle of addiction to medication, dependence on medication. Literally, a lot of people are into pills and pharmaceutical medicines, and literally for life, or you can't get out, or you can't get healed unless you take a pill. Like, it's just something that's just meant to hone people in and keep them there. And that's basically, I think, for the most part, how the pharmaceutical companies make their money. You know, you don't even know where these pills are manufactured. Sure, you may see the head office there, but you don't know what goes into the stuff. You don't know the pharmacists that put the stuff together. You don't know the biochemists that put all these chemicals together, and you just want to pop a pill and move on with life. And then you wonder why your health is deteriorating, and then you wonder why black people are so riddled with diseases that literally have nothing to do with us. And it's just, black people are literally, health-wise, seemingly so, the most vulnerable at this point in these times. I just want to say, guys, please acknowledge that your soil has what it takes to heal you, to provide vitality for you in every single aspect: mental health, physical health, spiritual health. I can't emphasize this enough, guys. Like, I think it's time we go back to basics. We go back to our roots. And I'm not saying don't move with the times. I'm not saying don't, be where the advanced healing is at. But what I'm saying is, for the sake of your own well-being, don't underestimate the healing that your forefathers left for you. It's there for a reason, and I think if you're black, you have more of an advantage to exhaust that option. We're living in a time where the pandemic is just at its all-time high. People are dying, people are losing their lives, people are literally vulnerable to all these diseases that are just thrown at us, if I may say. And we're not exhausting a beautiful option, a precious option that we're provided with from the universe, from God, from our ancestors. Guys, sinembiza, sinemithi, sinemihlonyana, sinazo zonke izinto, guys. If you find your very essence dirty, then I think your journey to self-love, your journey to appreciating your power, who you are as a black individual, who you can become as a young black person, I think you're missing out on a whole lot of that. And I just want to urge every single young person, every single black person, every single person who feels lost, every single person who has a disease that they don't know where it comes from, every single person who feels like they're just drowning in the perpetual depression. You don't know why, you don't know where it's coming from, you're just lost and you feel like you have no belonging. Consider the option of finding healing from the very soil your ancestors walked on, from the very land that belongs to you, and stop underestimating what we have. I think it's time we trained traditional medicine, we train traditional healing, we shelve our traditional products, our traditional medicines, along with the panados and the alcophilics and the Benylin and the aspirin and all of that stuff, because we have it, but it's organic, it's pure, it's raw, and it's in its essence, and it's for us. Okay, it is for us. Guys, let's stay woke. Let's be true to who we are. Let's not forget our traditions, our cultures. And let's take it, embrace it, make a trend, and let's be beautiful. I am tired of just constantly being shunned upon as a black person, my ways being seen as barbaric. Every great thing that was invented, every great thing that was of a different race. I'm not even going to talk about religion. It's just messed up. I'm not saying forget the religion you're comfortable with, but enhance yourself and empower yourself with the tools that were meant for you. Okay, so that's just what was in my heart. I didn't really want to make a long video about this because I know I'm gonna babble on and I'm gonna end up tapping into a whole lot of controversial issues that I would rather not even go into, because I don't want the hate that's gonna come with it, and I'm not ready for it. But I'm just saying, stand up, black child. Stand up. Acknowledge umvelinqangi. Acknowledge amathonga. Acknowledge abaphansi. Acknowledge amadlozi akho. They're watching you. They want the best for you. And you forgetting them is just going to make you more lost. It's just going to make you wonder why your stuff isn't going well. Why isn't your bank balance looking the way it's supposed to? Why are you the most unluckiest person? Why are you riddled with depression? Why are you riddled with anxiety? Why you have incurable diseases that you're constantly taking chronic medication for, which our essence, our cultures and traditions have the solution for. So that is basically what my video was about today. It's a very delicate topic, okay? And I know that a lot of the people that are actually watching here actually don't believe in those stuff. So I would like us to actually start this conversation. Why don't you believe in the power of your cultures and traditions? Who told you they were wrong? Who told you they were sinful? And what you believe in, who told you that you should forget exactly who you're from? And who told you that those ways are ways that you should forget about, are dirty? Comment down below, okay? And I don't know, I can't explain to you how important this is. Take the time to think about it, research about it, read up about it. Find out who you are. Find out where you come from. Let's start from ithazelo zakho. Do you know what those are? You know, let's start from there. You know, let's not forget. Let's not forget. Let us not forget, because our children's children then will not have an idea of who they are, and then it would be easy for them to be ruled, taken over, taken advantage of, and consistently be in this perpetual cycle of capitalism, colonialism, of every ism that is out there. Guys, I'm done talking. I think I've done enough talking. As I said, I don't want to continue because I'm just gonna start saying things that I'm fighting to say, and I'm trying to remain politically correct. But yeah, enjoy your evening, guys. And yeah, please, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. It's a click of a button. We're trying to get greater and bigger, and we're trying to grow. Thank you guys so much for supporting. I love you so much, to the moon and back. May umvelinqangi be with you always. Love you guys so much. Good night. God bless. Bye.